everybody. I am Shannon, the Soda Stitcher, and I'm here today for, I don't know, Flosstube 10, I think. I am from Minnesota, which is why I'm called Soda Stitcher, and this is my channel about cross stitch. Today I'm going to do something a little different. Since Expo was this past weekend, I have been thinking to myself, I really need to go through my charts. I mean, I have them all in a spreadsheet because I'm a spreadsheet nerd, but I haven't looked at them in a long time, and I've kind of been wanting to do that. So I'm going to go through my charts with you to see what I have and show you and try to enable you because, you know, that's what we do. But first, of course, I have Megs. Oh. Oh, she's a silly one. She just wants to say hi every time. Okay, Mom's got to get busy. All right, so I'm going to show you what I do, how I organize my charts. I have them in these acrylic magazine holders, and I made tabs all by myself, big girl. It's actually cardstock that I cut down, and then I made these tabs. So these are just like these removable tabs you can get on Amazon, and then I use my label maker to put the name. So I have those in all of them, and I have 8 of these. I don't think I'm going to get through them all today. I'm going to try to get through as many in the next maybe half hour, 45 minutes, something like that. I'm facing a different way because in my window the sun's going down and there's like spots on me. So I'm facing the other way today, and I think you can still see Maggie being crazy. There she is. Okay, so I'm gonna get started. The first designer is Barbara Anna. So I'm gonna just put it down on my chair and then just take hers out. So some of these are actually things that I printed out of like punch needle and primitive stitcher and stuff. So I probably will go through this pretty quick, but this one is Christmas Joy, and I'm going to do my best to not glare. I'm not going to take all of the packages. But Christmas Joy is so cute. I love this format. Obviously, like the primitive needle samplers that I'm doing have that. She's still rolling. She's crazy. She loves to dig. She's more entertaining than me, isn't she? Anyways, so I really love this. I need to stitch it. You know how many times I'm going to say that? I'm going to try not to, because we know that I need to stitch these all, and we know that I'm never going to stitch them all before I die. So this is my collection. All right, so this one was in a magazine, Spring in My Heart. This one is a magazine, Christmas Hair. And now I don't know. This one's 2020 punch needle and primitive stitcher. I'm not going to tell you all that. If there's a specific one you want to know exactly which magazine it came out of, just leave a comment and I will answer that for you, but it'll take too long if I do that. So anyways, Christmas Hair, Witch Ride. These are, I don't know what the name is, but they're cute little pillows with mice and stuff on them. This one is called Sadie Wood Sampler, which is so very different than Barbara Anna's stuff. Okay, this one is called Picking Up Fruits. Through the Woods Ornament. I love that. Strawberry Time. Autumn Bounty. I think I've seen this stitched before. I don't know who, but Holy Night. Spring Basket. Sweeping Garden. Winter Woodland Keeper, adorable. Autumn Keeper Pin Keep. Okay, and this one is just a pattern. It's not up from a magazine. Witch House. Some of these packaging is way more shinier than, so Witch House. These were freebies, Light and the Key. This one is Let It Snow. Frida and Diego. I love all the Frida things. I actually have another Frida one that is in my closet with fabric that my daughter kind of stashed in there a while ago. She's in college. She won't stitch it for years, but I'll just leave it in there. Patriotic ABC. I love that. Christmas Ride. Winter Stitching. This one doesn't say punch needle and permanent stitcher. I don't know. I'm not sure. Sometimes I don't remember where I get them from. Maybe just cross stitch. Right. I don't know. Trick or Treat. All right, so that was all of Barbara Anna. Try to get them back in here. They're so slippery. Okay. So next is Bendy Stitchy. Stitch Always. This is always such a fun one. I've already stitched this. You guys have seen this in my FFO video. I love it so much. I just listened to the song again this past weekend. Moral Compass. SI 1849. And this was a freebie for Patreon, which is now a chart. And you know what? I think I have. No, I ordered her new. Oh, I know. I have some of these that are already kitted. I have. Whoops. I don't know, but I just ordered her Apothecary one. Her new one is so cute. It was a collaboration with Darling and Whimsy, I think. All right, next is Birds of a Feather. And now these are out of print, hard to get. First I have Sally Spencer. I love that you saw that in my finishes video. This one is called Country Wedding. Red Santa. Try not to have that glaring light. Gold Santa. Winter Sampler. Stephanie from Just Keep Stitching is stitching this. She just showed it on their last video, I think. This one's Red Reindeer, which I love because, again, it's that same kind of square format of alphabets. No Bees, No Honey. I think you can still get this one. I think that one's still, like, a lot of stores still have it. My Betrothed Sampler. I love that. It says, to my betrothed who will one day see this little piece that has been worked by me. For you I give my best endeavor. I'll strive to serve and be obedient ever. I love that. So those are my my Birds of a Feather. I think I might have another one that I borrowed friend. Maybe not. I can't remember. Okay, next is a big section, Blackbird Designs. I'm sure everybody's sections are just as big as mine. I'm trying to... Okay. All right. I have Spell of the Moon. Cute little one. These are called Rewards of Merit pin keeps. I would just stitch them and frame them. I love this. This one's Patchwork Pumpkin. This one is Down in the Valley. This is a Reward of Merit too. Okay, so I have this series. I want to stitch them all as one big piece someday. But these are the Loose Feather series for the birds. So, oh, this one must be just number 1 because it doesn't say number 1, but it's Spring Fever, and they're all blues, and I love blues, so it's going to be perfect. This one is The Light Upon the Lawn, number 2. What you doing, Megs? This one is She Sights a Bird, number 3. Number 4, All the Hills Echoed. Number 5, Sing a Song of Seasons. Number 6, Pleasure of the Fleeting Year. Number 7, Hear the Crickets Sing. Number 8, The Sun Beaming Forth. Number 9, The Last Ripe Berries. Aren't those so pretty, you guys? I'm so excited about that. Maybe that'll be my New Year, New Start. Although I've already thought about a New Year's New Start. I have stuff for chatelaine, a small one that I want to start, so we'll see. Let me know if anybody wants to do a chatelaine start with me. We could do a Sal. Comment below. Okay, next one is a book in Friendship's Way. And I'm not going to flip through all of these because a lot of them, the pattern's on the same page. And, you know, I don't want to show it. But this is the cover. I love this bottom one. And then the back cover. There's a lot of strawberries in here. There is this one sampler in here, though, that I love. 1861 Antique Sampler. That's pretty. So yeah. Next leaflet is Halloween Greetings. I feel like that would be a quick stitch. I like it. This one is The Winter Past. Blues again. I love blues. And then I went ahead and got this one when it was reprinted. Thankfully, it was reprinted because I would love to do that one someday, just like everybody else would like to. I also liked in here this bird. And yeah, I liked that. This is really pretty too. Next one is Midnight Watch. Halloween Eve. And I got the Big Sewing Club book, which has a lot of fun things. I really like that. But yeah, it's a bigger book. I love this hollyhock one. So cute. My grandma used to have hollyhocks in her yard, so I really love that. So I feel like I need to stitch that in honor of her. Next one is Maria Selby Humphrey 1831. There's some cute ones in there too, obviously. Sisters. I love that a lot. Ooh La La. A lot of cute ones in here too. I love this. Cute. Home for the Holidays. And I originally ordered this because it has a Christmas garden in here. But then a really sweet Instagram friend sent me her copy of like the real copy of Christmas Garden, so it's so cool. Next one is Little Birds. I just love all of the little birds in here. It's so cute. It's a biggie. I tend to put some of these in bags. I don't know why. I probably don't need to, but some of them I did. So Long and Winding Road. We all love that. I would actually put this in a hoop. And the reason why I would put this in a hoop is because I've done some embroidery, and I did a piece that had like a winding road through it. So I thought that'd be really cool next to each other. And then put them in one of the really cool hoop frames. So yeah. Next one is Away We Ride. Merrily, merrily, we welcome spring. Lady Liberty. She's pretty. And then this one is, it's a magazine. It's an old magazine. I'm going to take it out to show you. This one I wanted because I wanted to stitch this Land of the Free by Blackbird Designs. So I did find the magazine, I don't know, maybe eBay, I'm not quite sure, but it is in Cross Stitch and Needlework, July 2011. So this is what the cover looks like. But yeah, I bought it for that. But this is kind of ripped up, so I did put this one in a bag because I don't need to get it ripped anymore. Okay. That is Blackbird Designs. I'm going to put them in here real quick. I know it's taking some time to do that, but I don't want to be done and then have a mess to try to put all these away. So I hope that that's okay with you. All right, got that one done. Let's see what time it is. Oh, we got some time. All right, the next one is the Start Blue Flower, and I only have one of hers. Take that back, I have some kitted up. But I did just order her new one from Expo. I can't remember what it's called. I'll show those on a feature video anyways. But I got the color Winter. It's beautiful. The color of Springtime is in the flowers. The color of Winter is in the imagination. Okay. All right. I got a couple of Carolyn Manning designs. I think I have some of her, no, actually, these, I think I printed out the PDFs. Fun fact, I actually have met and had coffee with Carolyn Manning. I used to live in Mankato, Minnesota, and that's where she's from. And so right before we decided to move back to central Minnesota, I was like, we should have coffee. And so we did, and she is delightful. She was so sweet. We just talked like we knew each other. It was incredible. She's wonderful and talented. But I have Make-A-Wish. I have so many PDFs that I don't obviously print out. I used to print them out, but I use my iPad for everything. I don't use paper because my eyesight's crap. And so the PDF would just go on my iPad right away, and I have them filed on my computer and then on my cloud. But I printed these out, but anyway, Make-A-Wish. And I don't think I've ever told you guys, I freaking love sea glass. Maybe I've shown, no, I don't think I have. I can't remember. I can't remember what I said and what I haven't said. But I used to go, my daughter lived in Duluth for 4 years, so we would go beach glass picking up there from Lake Superior, and typically they're smaller. I mean, I have some that are maybe that big, but they're pretty tiny. But I love the colors of sea glass, even like the reds and dark blues and oranges. I've got some of those. I should show you guys sometimes. Sometimes it's really cool. But long story short, sea glass. And then Flower Day Stitch Along. So love those. And like I said, I think I might have bought more since then on my computer. All right, next is Carriage House Samplings, which is owned by Marty Barrick. Hello from Liz Matthews' aunt. And it's funny because I've talked to people lately and people didn't know this, but Carriage House used to be owned by Kathy Barrick. Then she sold it to Marty, and then Kathy opened as, oopsie, sorry about that. My daughter was trying to FaceTime me. I forgot to turn that off on my computer. Okay, so then Kathy Barrick started designing under her own name, and then we know Liz Matthews is her daughter, so they're a very talented family. In case you didn't know that information, I thought I'd share. So like if you go on Carriage House Sampling's website, there's this feature that you can click on Kathy Barrick and then Marty Barrick or who designed, because some of the Hockran Hollows were designed by Marty and some were designed by Kathy. I don't know which. I don't know which. I would have to go on the site. But anyways, I'm currently working on Year at Hockran Hollow. I have Christmas at Hockran Hollow. The colors on this, I've seen people stitching this and I want to start it. But I think I'm only through April. May, maybe? April? I don't know. On Year at Hockran Hollow, so I probably shouldn't start another one. Then I got Halloween at Hockran Hollow. Map of Hockran Hollow, and Lincoln. Hi, Megs. Hi, baby. She wants attention, always. All right. Next is Cottage Garden Samplings. I have Witchboard and Peace on Earth Sampler. Those are fun. The next is the Drawn Thread. This one I won from Jan Hicks Flosstube. It's Little Bits of Christmas. I think she posted on there that her cat was biting on here somewhere, and I think that's funny. So that's something my daughter's cat would do. Next I have Deck the Halls. And then I have, this is a series which I thought would be fun to do in all as one someday. Simply Spring, Simply Summer, Simply Autumn, and Simply Winter. Then I have this freebie. It's hard to show. I have no idea where I got it from. And then I have Free and the Brave. And I just ordered, no, wrong designer. Never mind. Rewind. Okay. And now I have a Glendon Place. This one is Phantom Plantation. House kind of reminds me of Oak Alley in Louisiana. In a way. Okay, next is Hands Across the Sea Samplers. I showed on my whip video that I was doing Anna Tench, and I don't know if you remember, but I thought I started the fabric in the wrong orientation, so I recently UFO'd it, unfinished objected it. So it's in here. I may start it someday, another day, but I don't know. I got this card from Liz. She wrote me a note, super sweet. But so I put that in there with this. Then I have the Little Gem Sarah Spencer. I love those colors. And then Anna Tench. This one's Jane Bannister, 1855. Try not to get glare. Oh, there, that's okay. And then I have the re-releases of the Uffendell sisters, Anna Tong and Isabella, which are beautiful. If I were to stitch one, I would probably stitch Isabella, but I really like Anna, or Anne, I mean. But I'm not into like spiritual, religious quotes, so if I did do that, I don't know what I do. Probably find something else to put there. And I'm so weird that I kept some of the packaging from when they sent it, because I thought it was airmail and it was cool. I'm a geek like that. And then, no, I don't think I have any PDFs. There is one that I want to start that is beautiful, and I don't remember the name of it, but I don't think I've purchased it yet. Okay. What time is it? It's going faster than I thought. Table might move a little bit here. I gotta grab 2 more. There we go. All right. So this next one first is Heartstring Samplery. I have the Be Kind Always. The Stitching Life. No bark. She's looking out the front door and there's kids playing because it's a beautiful, like, really cool day here in Minnesota. I think it's 72. It's beautiful. What a Time to Be Alive. I Belong to the Cross Stitch Nation. Prairie Life Sampler. Reminds me of Little House on the Prairie. And Sarah Boothman, 1845. I hope the lighting's okay. It kind of looks grainy when I'm doing this, but you get the gist, and then you can write them down. And next is a huge section. Hello from Liz Matthews. I have one, the third day of Christmas, not in here. I'm doing something with that. Can't see. I'm making a small for it. So this one is the fourth day of Christmas. Dutch Sampler Collection. Nighttime in Old Town. This was under her name when she was 16. I found this at Stitchville in the clearance section. I know Michelle Bendy's talked about clearance section a lot, and I found some gems there. It's been great. This one is Elizabeth's Garden, My House in the Garden, and then she just released My Home in the Garden. So it's fun that I have those two. Your Heart and My Heart are very, very old friends. Butterfly Cloche. Engraver's Chart. And then these are some freebies that are just the charts. I'm not going to show. Most of you probably have them anyway. I've done some punch needle too, and I haven't done it in a long time. And I was telling her that I wanted to try. I've never done one. I don't know if I've ever done one where I've traced a pattern. I think I've bought like pre-pattern ones, and then I have a freehand one that I was doing. So she sent me this flower basket, which I should start. I have some, a lot of weavers, is it weaver's cloth, I think it's called. I have a couple of yards of it. I don't have any that's colored. But I think this would look good even on white, or I can dye it. Grain Sack Sampler. AL Motif Sampler. The Swan Tree. I Must Have Flowers Always and Always. First Day of Christmas. Second Day of Christmas. Stars and Stripe Tree. Birdie's Quilt Tree. I always save all of her notes when she sends them to me too. They're in a bunch of these. Sally's Shore. If I had like a beach theme, something in my house, I would be stitching this in a minute. It's so beautiful. I just wouldn't really match my decor. But I collect them. Spanish Rose Sampler. And then I have Pennsylvania Bird. This is her re-release. And then I also have her original. That's fun. Pumpkin Quilt Tree. It's just a bunch of Hocus Pocus. I hate to admit this. I'm probably going to get thrown tomatoes at, but I've never seen the movie Hocus Pocus. So I should probably watch it. Right? I can't believe I just admitted that to you guys. Whoopsie. Ugh, dropped it. I'm getting too passionate. Sleepy Hollow. I love this one. I love them all, but you know. Autumn Tree. A Pleasant Sampler. Auld Lang Syne. And then I do have her smalls that you get free through her newsletter, and I did print this one out. But the others I don't have printed out. Sorry if I move the table when I do that. Okay. They're so slippery. I feel like... Okay, there we go. All right. Next is ink circles. I have After the Roses. And then I have her freebie that I voted freebie. It's probably on her website. I can't remember. And then when I very first started getting back into cross stitch, I saw somebody stitching this and I loved it. And my husband likes beer, so I thought that'd be fun someday to stitch. All right. Next is Jeanette Douglas Designs. Now, I ordered one of her new charts that has a lot of specialty stitches. It's beautiful. So I think I'm going to start that one right away because I know a lot of specialty stitches because I used to do a lot of embroidery. I have a lot of whips for embroidery. Hey, that would be a good episode, or I should show those on a video. And I have some finishes. I should show the punch needle that I have too. But yeah, so I'm excited to play with that because I've never done specialty stitches, with the exception of like lazy daisies and French knots on cross stitch. So I'm excited to try that. But I have her vintage series, Vintage Flowers, Vintage Birds. That peacock is amazing. And Vintage Animals. And I love all of them. No bark. Maggie. I might have to pause this. Okay, I'm back. All right, next is Quiet. I pulled her away from the front door. Next is Kathy Barrick. I have A Quaker Dwelling. This one I printed out. It's a PDF that I got on her Etsy when she had a sale. Autumn on Lazy Bear Mountain. Everybody loves this. And I would love to stitch it. It's a beast. It is 419 wide by 269 high. But you know me, this is right up my alley. Susanna Folly Tombstone Angel. AH2EE. Peace on Earth. I love that owl. I love his wing. He's a biggie. Good Intentions. A lot of people stitch this. It's beautiful. Moon Dance. Okay, so I mean, a lot of people love these birds. They're so funky. They're so cool. And that heart. Love it. Tonight is Halloween. Yes. Again, up my alley. Little Lamb. And that's all. She's got some new releases that I want. I was trying to I had a budget for Market and I did stay within it, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to order again. Because collection. All right, next, these are actually PDFs too that I printed. Lana Lenskaia, Stitches Through the Years. Everybody loves that. I think this one's roses. Was this a freebie? I think this might have been a freebie or something. Maybe not. No. The Joy of Winter. These colors, you guys, so beautiful. And like a cherry blossom. A lot of people have seen that. And then I bought this one and I really, really want to stitch this. It's actually bigger than it looks. 263 by 185. When we moved from Mankato to central Minnesota, we downsized a lot. I don't know if I've ever shared this, but we went from a 4-bedroom house with 2 bathrooms to a 2-bedroom house with 2 bathrooms, and the square feet is much less. It's only 1 level. We don't have a basement. And that's what we wanted. We wanted a small house, and we downsized, got rid of so much stuff. So when I saw this, I had like, I have to stitch it. It's the simpler my life, the happier I've become. And it's so true, you guys. Like I don't even think that I've thought of anything. I don't miss anything that we've gotten rid of. I mean, obviously sentimental things or stuff like that we kept, but it's amazing how when you have more space, the more crap you collect. And I do not miss getting rid of it. The only thing I miss getting rid of is I got rid of my electric juicer. I don't know why, that was stupid, but oh well. I think that's the only thing that I've ever thought about, honestly. All right, next is Lila's Studio, and I have Holiday Quaker. I love this. I think I might actually, when I do stitch it after Halloween Quaker, I might do it in even brighter colors. Typically, I don't do that, but I think that'd be cool. And then I have a Quaker Welcome, which I love. All right, I have 1 more of these. Like I said, I have 8. I'm only gonna go through 4 today, and then I'll do the other ones next time. Okay, some of these are from Lindy Stitches. I have a couple of whips of hers right now. This one is actually a purchased chart, Mary Mary Needleworker. And then, of course, the dark one. And then this one is a PDF I bought. Beautiful Things. Oh, my darling, it's true. Beautiful things have dents and scratches, too. I love that. Alrighty. Next is Little House Needleworks. I have some of their little one Christmas ones. I have Silent Night. I think it's so pretty. So Silent Night. It says Ornament of the Month 2011 on that one. This one says 2016 Christmas Ornament. Must be just called Christmas. Oh. This one is the Sampler Tree Ornament Series. This one is called Potted Poinsettia. Do you say poinsettia or poinsettia? I grew up saying poinsettia. I got Home of the Needleworker. This one is an all dolled up tree ornament from 2010. I love it because it has Nutcracker and Raggedy Ann. This one is all dolled up Merry Christmas pillow. This one is a winter band sampler. I need a drink. My mouth is getting dry. This one is Traveling Stitcher. It says, wherever I go, whatever I do, I'm never alone. My stitching comes too. This was actually had all the flosses in it. I've took the flosses out and put them in my floss thing, but this one is Frosty Flakes. If I remember correctly, the flosses in this were Crescent Colorworks. This one is Frosty Flakes This one was that freebie with some new floss colors from Market 2019, I believe. Needleworker. And this came, I think, did it come with floss? I can't remember. This one at Country Cottage Needleworks and Little House Needleworks, they're both their versions. Slippery. Okay. Next is Lucy Beam, Becky Noland. I have Stitch Always. And Antique Family Sampler 1839. Look at those alphabets. Aren't they wonky? Love them. I must have bought that on Stash and Load or something. I don't recognize the store name. Okay. Next is, one second here, just want to check something. Okay. Next is Owl Forest. Now these are PDFs that I printed out. The first one is the owls, 100 owls, which I wish I would have jumped in on that, but I hope like after Alice in Wonderland, I don't think I've ever watched Alice in Wonderland either. God, you guys are gonna just like think I'm crazy. I've always wanted to see it though, so are there like multiple versions of it? If there are, let me know which one's best. So yeah, the 100 Owls, I printed off Emerald City, which I really want to stitch this, and I almost bought it as a kit from Owl Forest, and I almost bought the flosses, so I might still do that. And then the New Year's sampler no, this wasn't a freebie. I bought this one and printed it. Which I'm thinking, I should probably just print all of the covers and have them in here so that, because, my files, I don't really go through those, like, whatever, you know what I mean. Maybe I'll do that. I did print a couple of Teresa Kogut ones that I showed you last time. Oh, okay, next is Plum Street Samplers. Got a lot of them. Okay, first one is Count Twice, Stitch Once. This one is Harvest Keeper. This one is Always Remember, and I just got the fabric in the mail for this. I forget where I got it. It was an ONS, and then I signed up for Notify Me, and notified me, and I went and bought it right away because I love this so much. This one is George and Martha. I've talked about these before. Heritage Sampler, A New Constellation, and then Equality Sampler. I love him. He's cute. I don't have any of these other ones, but I freaking think he's cute. The Abominable Bundle. This one is Seriable Collection of Sampler Lessons, Lesson 4. Be you to others kind and true as you would have others be to you. This one, I actually, Janine from Acorns and Threads sent it to me. I had a little mix-up with one of my orders, and she was super sweet. And she sent this to me as an I'm sorry. So, super sweet. And I kept her note, of course. Next one is Liberty Inn. Home for Christmas. Turkey Bay. Liberty's Welcome. I'm obsessed with this. Pumpkin Hollow Quilts. Olivia just finished this, and it's beautiful. Earthly Treasures. Ghoul. These are the glary packages. Tomb with a View. And I think I might have shown this recently on a Flosstube as a haul. I'm trying to There you go. A red cottage. Birdie Maze Sampler. This is an old one. There you go. Halloween Delivery. Cinnamon Stars. There, that's Toil and Trouble. This was in the clearance section at Stitchville. It's an old one. It has like the photo on it. Grim Gourds. That was in the clearance section at Stitchville too. So when Michelle talks about it, I'm like, I know that corner very well. Like Michelle was saying, and if you walk in, it's in the back left corner. There's bathroom back there, and it's just this teeny tiny hallway with a table full of bins of, they're sorted pretty good, like by samplers, by Halloween, by Christmas. Like some of them are sorted by designer because there's so many of that designer. Stranded Jacks, again from Stitchville. Maxim and Zoya. This was not on clearance, but I did get it from Stitchville. I love those birds. And this one is Freebird. That one's fun too. So that is what I have for today. I hope you guys loved it. It was fun to go through these. You know, you forget what you have because, you know, we collect and have so much, and I actually, I'm having trouble with words today. Like I said, I have a spreadsheet. I have them all on there, and I have a column for designer, name, and then I have a column for what it is, whether it's finished, whip, magazine I put on there, finished, whip, magazine, chart, kitted. So I have it all noted on there, but the cool thing is when I do go to Stitchville and I see something, you know, some of us buy some things twice. So I look on there, and I think I've avoided buying something twice many times. So I highly recommend spreadsheets. They're cool. But anyways, so I will film part 2 soon, maybe next week. But I hope you guys loved it. I had fun going through them, and I want to thank you all for watching, and I appreciate all my new peoples and people that keep coming back. You guys are amazing, and I adore you. So have a good evening. Bye, guys.